Hey, not so fast. Strolling about alone out here is dangerous. Where do you come from?
From the city.
Well. Then what are you doing wandering around out here, so far from the protective walls of the city?
What's so dangerous out here?
Many things. I bet you'll be yelling for my help after the next bend in the road.
Just assuming I would fall back on your help. How much would that cost me?
I am merely a humble servant of the king, and would not enjoy fleecing a helpless little citizen of the realm. But you know, if you put it like that, I wouldn't object to a little financial backing to promote our future business relationship. 10 gold coins should do for starters. What do you think?
I'll think about it.
Suit yourself. Have a nice death.
Nothing there to be had there. I've changed my mind. I'll pay you the 10 gold coins.
Wonderful. Better late than never. And now?
Really, how interesting. That's typical, isn't it? That's what I've always said.
And the human slew.
Hey, you!
Adanos saw that order and chaos were now unequal, and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human. And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
Everybody.
Hey.
Now.
I am Hacker, the weapons dealer. Every man should carry a weapon these days, especially when venturing outside of the city walls.
Don't tell this to anyone. But that's
What do you know about the disappearances of the citizens of Corinus?
I have seen many pass through the eastern city gate. Some of those who came I had never seen before in my life. And many of those who went out never came back. But what happened the other day was really quite strange. There was this fellow who came here. I think his name is Joe. He bragged that he would soon come into some serious money. He claimed that he knew how to get into one of the city towers where the militia keep their arms. I haven't seen him since, even though I used to bump into him around the same time every day. I reported this to the militia. I thought that maybe he had been caught and thrown into the dungeon, but Lord Andre had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't even know the fella.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Show me your wares.
And he works all day, too.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Really? How interesting.
Who says things like that?
He simply talks too much.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
He simply talks too much.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I'm Zurus, master of potions. Do you need an essence of healing or a magic elixir? Then you've come to the right place.
That's not what I heard.
I can't take care
Do
of
you brew your own
everything.
potions?
No, I either get them from the monastery or I buy them from Constantino, the alchemist. If you're interested in brewing potions, then talk to him. He needs an assistant,
Someone's gonna
but
do
he's
the
too
work.
pig-headed to hire someone himself. He's just as stubborn as a
Someone's gotta do
mule.
the work.
He always passes me when he goes out on the east gate to
Honestly,
collect
it's
plants for his
someone.
potions.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
I won't tell her a thing from
Hey, you!
Welcome, stranger.
Everybody.
My name is Baltram. Have you come to stock up on food? I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have much in stock right now, but I'll be getting a new delivery
He
soon.
simply talks too much.
Have you got a job for me?
No, I already have an errand boy. Try the other merchants.
He'd better shut up.
You still owe me a favor. It is time to pay your debt.
What do you want?
I want my old stall in the marketplace back. Sarah snatched it away from me. But she has had that spot long enough. I want her to give up the stall.
And what's my part in this?
I will give you a letter to stick in her pocket. Then you go to Andre and tell him that Sarah is selling weapons to Onar. She lands in prison. You pocket the bounty, and I get the stall. You have 2 days to accomplish this.
That's not what I heard.
Everybody knows by now.
These are bad times.
What will happen if I refuse to do that?
That would be truly stupid of you, because you see, I know that you're an escaped convict. If that gets around, it could do considerable harm to your situation in the city.
Everybody knows by now.
Someone's got to do the work.
All right, looks like I've got no choice.
You're a clever lad. Here is the letter.
How am I supposed to foist the letter on her?
Let her show you her wares, and while she does, you hide the letter on her. And bear in mind, I am an influential man in the city, so don't try to play me for a fool.
That's an open secret.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
Who says things like that?
Don't tell this to anyone.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Really, how
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
How's business?
When the paladins came, I first thought that it was a good business opportunity, but they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hakon nor I make even one gold piece off them. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food, and all the prices have gone up. It's only a small consolation that the paladins are paying my hotel bill.
That's not what I heard. He can't keep anything to himself.
But that's terrible. Someone's gonna do the work.
Show me your wares.
I won't tell her a thing from now on. I don't believe that.
That's an open secret. Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Everybody knows by now. That's what I've always said.
That's what I've always said. That's not what I heard.
Now that's typical, isn't it? Better shut up.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. You don't say.
He'd better shut up if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I don't believe that. That's not what I heard.
That's what I've always said. He'd better shut up.
Everybody knows by now. That's not what I heard.
That's not what I heard. Now that's typical, isn't it?
That's not what I heard. Go away. Don't tell me that.
Don't tell this to anyone. Someone's got to do the work.
And it's gonna get even worse. Now that's typical, isn't it?
He can't
Hey,
keep
you.
anything to himself.
Don't you have a job to do? First, foist the letter onto Sarah, and then go to Andre and accuse her. Do that, and don't try to cheat me. You would regret it.
Who says things like that? He'd better shut up.
That's not what I heard. He simply talks too much.
These are bad times. Someone's got to do the work.
What can I do for you? Are you seeking spiritual comfort?
I don't believe
Do
that.
you want to
That's an
direct
open
a
secret.
prayer to our Lord Enos? Or donate some gold for his church?
But that's terrible. He'd better shut up.
Don't tell this to anyone. I don't believe that.
I need to talk to the paladins. Can you help me get to
He
them?
simply talks too
Well,
much.
you need
simply
access to the
talks to
upper
and
end
tells
of
to everyone.
town. However, this is allowed only to citizens and the city guard. And of course, to us, magicians of fire.
How can I become a fire magician?
You must join our order as a novice. When you have served for a time, perhaps you will be accepted into the ranks of the magicians. However, the path to acceptance is long and full of work and study.
That's an open secret. Who says things like that?
Tell me more about the monastery.
It's gonna get even
We
worse.
instruct our students in all forms of magic. But the arts of the magicians of fire consist of more than these alone. We are also well versed in the art of alchemy and in the creation of powerful runes. We also make excellent wine.
You don't say.
He had better shut up. These are bad times.
Really, how interesting. Go away. Don't tell me that.
I can't take care of
What do I have to do to join the militia?
Go to Lord Andre and talk to him. Since the paladins have come to town, he's had the command over the entire militia.
Enos be with you, stranger. What brings you to me?
I've got an important message for Lord Hagen.
Well, you stand before one of his men. What is this about?
That I must tell Lord Hagen myself.
Suit yourself. But you should know one thing. Lord Hagen receives only paladins, or those who are in the service to paladins. It is beneath his dignity to waste his time with members of the common folk.
I've come to collect a bounty for a criminal. Sarah is selling weapons to Onar.
Sarah? The weapons merchant in the marketplace? Do you have proof of that?
She has a letter in her pocket which details the delivery of arms to him.
She won't get away with that. I shall have her arrested.
About those missing people.
Just leave me alone with that. I've got other problems.
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal.
The security measures for the protection of the upper quarter will be further strengthened. The guards on the gates are ordered...
How's your duty?
Oh, these boys swing their swords like farmers. But when I'm done with them, every single one of them will be a tough, hard bastard.
I want to join the militia.
So? Are you a citizen of the town?
No.
Then Lord Andre won't take you. Sure, you can talk to him, but I don't think he'll make an exception for you.
Can you also train me in sword fighting?
Lord Andre has ordered that we train everyone who is in a position to defend the city. But that's only true for combat training. All other kinds of training are reserved for the militia. Can you at least halfway handle a weapon?
I think so.
All right, you can start when you're ready.
Let's begin with the training.
Come back when you have more experience. Come back when you have more experience.
I want to take up service with the paladins.
Good. I can well use every able man here, no matter what his reasons for joining us. If you place yourself in the service of the paladins, I shall help you get an audience with Lord Hagen. However, I have my orders only to accept citizens of the town into the militia. My commander is afraid that spies or saboteurs could sneak in. He wants to limit the risk this way. Therefore, you must first be a citizen of the town. Whether this rule makes sense or not is disputable, but orders are orders.
Is there a faster way to join you?
You're really serious about this, aren't you? Good. Listen, I have a problem. If you solve it for me, I shall see to it that you are accepted into the militia. But the most important thing is, you must not breathe a word of it to anyone.
What's your problem?
Recently, there have been a number of thefts in the city. Thus far, we have not been able to capture anyone. The thieves are simply too skillful. The scum know their business. I'm sure that we're dealing with an organized gang. It would not amaze me if there were a thieves' guild in Corinthus. Find the leaders of the gang and hunt them down. Then I shall see to it that you are accepted into the militia, regardless of whether or not you are a citizen. But you must say nothing about our agreement.
Where should I start looking for the thieves?
If I knew that, I'd go there myself. I can only tell you this much. We recently turned the entire harbor district upside down and found nothing. Absolutely nothing. The people there are not very talkative, particularly if you wear the armor of a paladin. But you are an outsider. They will not distrust you so quickly. You could ask around the harbor first, but be careful. If the people there realize that you are working for the paladins, you will learn nothing.
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal.